Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. Natgas is currently pulling back. It looks really good, especially with that latest high. It shows there is upside potential. We're going to talk about the micro count in this video. I don't want to really look at the larger count again. A bit short on time today, but we are coming back. And as I said in the last video, it's the first deeper pullback that will tell us the truth, because overall what we are watching for and have been watching for the last few weeks is a turnaround after a B wave low to a C wave high in a fourth wave, which would and should eventually result in one more lower low in a wave 5. Alternatively, so this would complete a larger wave 2. Alternatively, wave 2 is already in here, but at the moment my primary expectation would be to get one more low afterwards. But this is sort of stuff for the future. Short term, it's interesting to see if now we finally bottomed here in this B wave. We made a new low, so it would have to be a flat pattern in this fourth wave, an A, B, C structure. The C wave has 5 waves. And it could be that the wave 1 is already in. We certainly have enough waves to the upside to count an impulse. Now, what do we need to see? We need to see a pullback that stays above $2, $2.02. Because below that level, this setup will get very unlikely. Now, question here is still, did the wave 1 sit here, or is the wave 1 here? It's unclear at this stage. It's unclear, and it also doesn't really matter for the next waves up, because it is this pullback that will determine it. And surely, if I count the wave 1 up there, I would have to move the support area a little bit. But we're really only talking about maybe 1 or 2 cents difference here. So I'd rather keep it safe, leave it down there and say, as long as we stay above $2.02, the focus can be on higher, but we need to be cautious. Because it really is, you get these 3 levels of confirmation in Elliott wave. You get the first wave, 5 waves up. It's the first level of confirmation a trend has changed. Then you get your 3 waves down in an ABC structure in a wave 2. If the support holds, it's your second confirmation. And the third confirmation will be a break above the wave 1 high. But some people don't want to wait for the third confirmation, including myself. I don't wait for confirmations, because that would be a breakout trade. I'd rather prefer the pullbacks. But the question is, obviously this is not correct now with the latest high, but it could just simply be the B wave sits here, A wave was here, B wave up there, and the C wave down now. Certainly a likely count with an overshooting B wave, because another possibility would be to say, but this is really just a micro count here. Wave 5 of 1 up here. This was a wave 4, here at 3, and this was just the subwave structures. But again, I think there is at the moment no way of knowing it, because then we would be coming down now in an ABC correction, but I'm missing the 3-wave structure of it. So this looks impulsive, so it could very well just be the C wave. So I leave my count where it was, but note that alternatively wave 1 could sit up here. And it could turn around a little bit earlier to the upside than I've got it here on the chart. This is support. This is not necessarily target. This is support. The thing is, if this is a high B wave, let's actually check if that's likely from a fib point of view. It might not be, because it might have, let me just check something. Normally you don't want an overshooting B wave to go above the 1.38 retracement. And it did. Not massively, but it did. But it's not clear enough for me, so it's not a sustained break above it. So at the moment I leave it as it is. And if we talk about targets though, because the A wave would be very short, B wave up. So I mean, in such a pattern, where we have a flat pattern and the C wave is very extended, could certainly reach the 2.618 extension at 215. Ideally it doesn't go much lower. So in terms of the support area, I'm going to add the 38.2 fib level as well. That would then include the 215 level, the 2.618 extension. It doesn't need to go down that low. A key is here that below $2.02, the upside potential is probably not going to work out. It's this pullback now where it needs to hold support. And that, what did I say, the 215 level is sort of also where a previous wave 4 low is sitting. So based on Elliott wave guidelines, it says that oftentimes a wave 2 low, or at least sometimes, it's certainly a level to watch. A wave 2 low can find a low where a previous wave 4 low is sitting. So this will be interesting, that area there around 215, sort of between the 50% and the 38.2 Fib retracement. Looking at the 1 hour chart, we are now in the oversold range on the relative strength index. The 4 hour is literally just turning bearish on the MACD. So it's going to be interesting. I think it still looks like it's not finished yet, but looks like it's not finished yet. Could get one more low here. Again, normally, I mean, counting the C wave now, I mean, that makes limited, that makes limited sense, but I can give you my take on it. So there's a chance this was a 1, 2. All of this is a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, with one more. I need to go to the lower level wave count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So yeah, within the 3, it could be that we get one more low in the wave 3, 4, 5. But this is really just a micro level here. That can change very quickly. My opinion could change in an hour when I see what the price is doing. But important is then, looking at this structure, what would be the first indication that the trend is shifting back to the upside? Well, it often is a break above the 50% retracement. So if we talk here about a move above 229, that would at least be an indication that this move down is finished, that the C wave is finished, and that we're already rallying in a third wave. But first we need to see how far down do we go. Certainly a good distance it would need to move down. Maybe the trend has shifted to the upside. So it is this move down that will tell us the truth. You should now know about the key support levels to watch out for. And ideally I wanted to hold the $2 level. As long as it's doing that, this is a very valid long trade setup. Below $2.02, we have to assume that the B wave is still in the making. And then this is obviously the futures chart, and then we can look at the spot chart as well, but the situation would be the same, it's just different price levels. Looking at the spot chart, it's the same situation. Only thing I need to move here is this B wave top and the A wave low, and the support area is also in the same region. Here I can also activate the 38.2 retracement, which is at $2.12. And if I measure the target for the C wave, which would be the 2.618 extension in this case, because I think for everything else it has moved too far, we're looking at $2.13. So just above the 38.2 Fib level. Just keep it in mind. We'll see. And what would be the first level here? That would tell me that this move down is most likely over. Bear in mind, it's all about likelihoods. It's typically the 50% retracement, 225, a move above 225 on the spot chart. But yeah, it's certainly interesting. Again, this is the level. It should not drop below 197 here on the spot chart. As long as it's holding that, this is a possible long trade setup. At least this is support. Yeah, I'm not telling you to trade it or whatever. This is just an area where I think the price has a good chance to turn around, to rally in the third wave. If this here is finally the C wave. It certainly is a good start. Yeah, it certainly starts to look interesting. It looks good. Okay, that's my update about Natgas. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.